Hey everybody, Jaris here. I am going to show you a quick little video of how I like to weave in my ends. I know that there's a lot of different ways you can do this and a lot of ways that produce good results with nice hidden ends locked away, but this is how I do it just in case anybody wants to see. And so I'm working with knitting and I'm going to weave the ends in toward the edge, as close to the edge as I can, and it's in garter stitch at this point. So this works for garter stitch. There's different ways you can do it in different stitches, but this is my garter stitch knitting and weaving in method. So I've got a stainless steel or metal yarn needle. I like these. I don't know why. I think maybe the plastic ones bend too easily for me. These slide nice and smooth, so these are the kind that I like. They're inexpensive, nice. So anyway, I'm going to start right where my loose end, really close to where it's fastened off here. And what I like to do first is go in through the bottom of a loop and then into the same loop, like corresponding loop of the row above. So right through that one and that one. And then I'm going to pull my end all the way through. And it'll be kind of snug there. Then I'm going to go over to the right into the next stitch. So this time I'm going to go down from the top to the bottom, and I'm going to go back into that first stitch, this time from the top to the bottom. So I had gone up through that stitch, now I'm going down. So it's going to kind of weave back through. So I'll pull it tight again. And now I'm going to go one stitch over to the right, this time from the bottom up. And I'm going to go back into the stitch from the previous row that I've already gone through. So you see what I'm doing is I'm kind of going every other stitch, kind of duplicating the stitches that I have in the knitting. So I'm going to pull that tight. You really only need to go through like 3 or 4 of these. So I'll do one more through the top and into that stitch there, from top to bottom. Pull it through. Oh, I lost my tail there. And for good measure, I like to go back the way I came for a couple of stitches, just to make sure it's really locked in. So normally I was kind of moving to the right. This time I'm going to move back to the left. I'm going to go in through the previous stitch just to my left, from the bottom to the top, and then the stitch just a little to the right and in the corresponding row above, and pull it back through. This is the exact path that I came in before. This time I'm going to just go back the other way so that I can kind of hide this end in. It'll be locked in place really nicely now and it won't move. So I'm going to just go through one more stitch, pull it fairly tight. I like to secure it pretty tight. And then I like to cut the yarn really close to the work here, and it'll be completely gone. Nice woven in end. You can't see it, and it won't pop back out. So that's how I like to weave in my ends.